I wanted to kind of go over also the nurture aspect of it. So we talked about the deal. A lot of time there's some sort of dogma around real estate investing that, hey, as long as you find a deal, that the money will come. And as your case, and I'm sure there's a lot of investors out there, that the timing, especially depending on how competitive the market is, there might not be even enough time to go and raise capital. So we discussed that portion of it. Then we discussed how to contact your sphere of influence and not to kind of rush into that process. And now, let's say, and this is 𝗖𝗽 and I speak to a lot of starting out real estate investors, and we try to give them tips and points. It's not monetized in any way. Just we spend a couple hours every week to chat with a few starting out real estate investors. And the consistent issue that we hear about is that they're good at finding deals. They do have certain people that match their avatar, their kind of investor profile within their network, but and they have connected with them. They've sent them a few emails. They've told them what they do, but they haven't nurtured that relationship. They haven't been consistent with it. So after a few months, they call the person back up, say, "Hey, I got a deal," or send them an email, and the person doesn't remember who they are. Right. It doesn't matter where that connection comes from. If it's your kind of circle of influence, if it's your inner network, or somebody you've connected with in a meetup group, or on social media. There needs to be a level of nurture that they consistently will get in some sort of information from you if it's a newsletter. So talk to us about that nurture aspect of it and what advice you could give to investors.
Oh, for sure, August. That's an awesome point. And that is, I agree with you 100%. That's the number one thing people screw up, right? They get a deal. You see this massive flurry of activity where they're marketing up a storm. Then they either do the deal, or the deal falls through, and then it's crickets for 6 months till the next deal, right? And then, just going crazy. I completely agree with you. You need to have that, what I call constant, consistent, edutaining communication. Now, here's what I've found, you guys, and your case might be a little bit different because of the group you're going after, but for most mom and pops, when it comes to starting to raise capital, their prospective investors are everyday people, right? They're not necessarily super sophisticated, accredited investor types. They're definitely not real estate entrepreneurs. They're not real estate investors. They're Joe Public, right? They're people they already know, but they're not necessarily into real estate investing. And here's an interesting statistic I've heard thrown around a few times. And that is that 95% of the general population has never purchased an investment property. Their own house does not count, okay? Your own private residence doesn't count. An investment property. Does that sound about right to you guys? Like the general population?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So here's the thing. We got to keep in mind that 95% of the people on your prospective investor list are not real estate investors. They're regular people. So if we get too crazy with the jargon, with data, with overwhelming people with too much information, they're going to zone out and not pay any attention. So my recommendation is always this: keep it high level, keep it what I call Reader's Digest level. I don't know if you guys remember Reader's Digest, but that's a magazine that's written for grown-ups. However, it's written at a 13-year-old reading level. That means any average kid in grade 8 can pick up Reader's Digest and understand everything in that magazine. I'm going to recommend to your viewers that they do the same thing with their marketing. Keep it Reader's Digest level. Assume that the other person is not really interested in the nitpicky details of real estate investing. Here's what they are interested in. They want to get the gist of it, and they want to know that you know your stuff. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So that's what we call edutaining marketing. A little bit educational, a little bit, hopefully a little bit entertaining, and then consistent. So for example, when we're working with private clients, what we'll do, we'll get them set up with an investor-specific website. That becomes your online marketing hub. And then we have something coming out at least once a week from them to their list. So they're always, we try to get them top of mind and then stay top of mind with their target group of prospective investors. So 1 week, the first week of the month, it might be their electronic newsletter, their monthly newsletter, right? That comes out. The second week, maybe it's a blog post. The third week, maybe it's a video log. Fourth week, maybe another blog post. Then another month, the next e-zine, ding, 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 ding. So again, edutaining, we do our best to make it edutaining, a little bit educational, a little bit entertaining, and always have, here's the other thing, always have a call to action at the end of your marketing, right? Hey, if you'd like to find out more, click on the link, book a call. Let's see how this can work for you.